NBA player LeBron James, while he may be great on the basketball court, when it comes to issues off the court, he has a tendency to really step in it, as Hannah G had said, and he really did step in it on this one. LeBron James has kind of been known to take a position on things, usually when it's popular to do so. And the moment that he gets pressured from the establishment, he walks it back. Recently, LeBron James said a statement about Israel that has a lot of people coming after LeBron. And I'm going to show you what he said. And I'm going to show you how not to be like LeBron and how to, I don't know why that just did that. I'm going to show you how not to be like LeBron and other people that you can look up towards who get this issue correct. So what exactly did LeBron say? Let's go ahead and bring it in. So what do you think about Danny out there?
Well, I've been quoted on Danny already. And they asked me what I thought about this season. I said I believe he was an all-star. And I mean, he is an all-star. He's playing, exceptional, basketball.
He's talking about the basketball player that is from Israel. Just to let you guys know who he's talking about.
So that's that. And then, I mean, if I have fans over there, I've never been there. If I have fans over there, then, I hope you've been following my career. I hope I inspire people over there to not only want to be great in sports, but I want you to be better in general in life. So hopefully someday I can make it over there. Like I said, I've never been over there, but I've heard nothing but great things. And I appreciate the question.
Thank you. So let's go back to the beginning and let me tell you when he should have just stopped talking. Let's listen to this again.
What do you think about Danny out there?
Well, I've been quoted on Danny already. And they asked me what I thought about this season. I said I believe he was an all-star. And I mean, he is an all-star. He's playing, exceptional, basketball. So that's that. And then, I mean, if I have fans over there, I've never been there. If I have
Stop. He should have just ended right there. All he had to say is, I think that Danny is playing exceptional basketball, and that's it. That's all he had to say. He goes on to say that, well, I've never been over there. And
then, I hope you've been following my career. I hope I inspire people over there to not only want to be great in sports, but I want you to be better in general in life. So hopefully someday I can make it over there. Like I said, I've never been over there, but I've heard nothing but great things, and I appreciate the question.
So then he goes on to say that he's never been over there to Israel, but he hopes that he can make it over there. And he says that he's heard nothing but great things. So you mean to tell me in the past 2.5 years, you've heard nothing but great things about Israel? Are we supposed to believe that LeBron James didn't hear anything about a genocide that is happening? Nothing but great things, according to him. And this is where I push back on LeBron, because he is known for being a cuck. There have been times in the past where he stood up for issues, rightfully so. The moment that the establishment, the moment that the kingmakers, because he may call himself King James, but he has makers that he reports to. The moment that the kingmakers come after him for it or say, you shouldn't have said this, blah, 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 he walks it back. And to say after everything that has happened, genocide, children being starved and killed right in front of your face, LeBron James is on social media just like you are. And for him to sit here and say he's heard nothing but good things, it is absolutely disgusting. Some people went a little light on LeBron. I am not going to go light on him because he fucking knows better. They didn't even ask him about Israel. He added that part in right here at the All-Star game. They were asking him about Israeli player. They didn't ask him if he was going to go to Israel. He added that information. That's how you know he is captured. That's how you know he is a part of the same establishment, the same LeBron James who stands up here. And it's funny, because he's reading this book, Malcolm X autobiography. He ain't learned anything from that book. Did he really listen to what Malcolm X said? Especially when it came to Israel, did he listen to any of that? This is what I was trying to tell you guys, how not to get misled by people like this. This is why I say don't make celebrities your heroes. The hero is you looking in the mirror. The hero is your mom, your dad, your friends in your neighborhood. Those are the heroes, not LeBron, not these celebrities. Sitting up there cucking for the establishment. Now I'm going to use my brain here a little bit. Something tells me that LeBron, knowing that he's also interested in business, he's probably coming up on retirement pretty soon. LeBron probably at some point wants to own his own NBA team. And like I said, he is kissing up to the king makers because he's looking out for himself. I've heard nothing but only good things. It doesn't take people really attacking LeBron James to bring this out. He is his own worst enemy. He puts his own foot in mouth. Foot, mouth. That's what he does. Now I want to show you the difference. Here's Dwight Howard. Listen to what Dwight Howard said about Israel, Gaza. Listen to this.
I tweeted free Palestine and I dang near got kicked out the league for it. And I'm like trying to figure out why. So I tweet free Palestine. Less than 10 minutes after I tweet that, I get a call from the commissioner of the NBA.
Stop it.
Agents, people working with my foundation at the time, Texas, you got to erase this tweet. You got to take this down. You're going to get it. I'm like, what did I do that was so bad?
Can somebody explain to me?
Yeah, can somebody explain, you know?
So that was Dwight Howard telling people about the way that he was treated when he tweeted, free Palestine. Again, that's free speech. But Dwight Howard is saying what LeBron James won't say. LeBron James, number one, isn't going to say free Palestine, apparently, and also isn't going to tell you what's going on behind the scenes here, like Dwight did. There are no heroes in this type of space. A lot of times people end up bucking to the system, but, Dwight Howard, not like LeBron James. Spike Lee, also not like LeBron James. Spike Lee is getting a lot of flack because he showed up to the NBA All-Star game wearing the Palestine shirt. He had the Palestine strap on his, I think this is a man bag or something. He has the Palestine flag right here on his sweater. And a number of people are coming after Spike Lee because he decided to support Palestine at the NBA All-Star game. This is where LeBron James won't go. Even though LeBron knows, you can't sit up here and say that oppression and occupation is wrong, but then you're going to sit up here and say, I've heard nothing but good things about Israel. So it's not that LeBron James doesn't know. He does know. He bows to the establishment. And then you see with Spike Lee here, you see the difference. Now, Spike Lee isn't a basketball player, but he's a filmmaker. He's a director. He's worked in Hollywood with some of these Zionists. But do you see him hiding? No. Spike Lee, not like LeBron James. You can see it here. Johnny said, when you're tough enough to bomb children from the air, but not quite tough enough to handle a grown man wearing clothes. Batar Worldwide, here they are calling Spike Lee a scumbag. You see how this works? Just because, let me pull this up here. Just because he represented Palestine So now it's like I said, and it's not even just about representing Palestine. It's about not bending the knee to Israel and to the supremacy. So now all of a sudden, according to Batar Worldwide, he's a scumbag. And they'll do it to anyone. Anyone. They are more outraged that Spike Lee is wearing a keffiyeh sweater with a Palestine symbol than they are at these kids that have been killed and starved. They'll do it to anyone. In a world of LeBron James, there's also Jaylen Brown. Listen to what Jaylen Brown said.
Following up on that, you've been so big with using your voice. What would you say to this generation that's trying to find theirs?
Continue to speak out. There's a lot of stuff going on in our world beyond basketball, beyond sports. Don't be afraid. Don't be discouraged. I think we're kind of used to playing the game or following, like, there's a fear associated to like kind of playing a game or I don't know how to describe it, but don't be afraid to create a new path and be who you're destined to be.
Jaylen could have got a little bit more detailed there, but basically what Jaylen was saying, and he's gotten flack too because he wore a Free Palestine bracelet. And Jaylen Brown was basically saying there that there are other important things that are happening in the world. I also believe that this is part of the reason why Jaylen Brown was not selected to be a part of the Olympics basketball team, because I live here in Massachusetts. And I'm here to tell you, there's no way that team that was chosen for the basketball Olympics, there's no way they picked Jason Tatum, but they didn't pick Jaylen Brown. Instead of Jaylen Brown, they gave it to Holiday. Holiday didn't have anywhere near the stats that Jaylen Brown had. So that was a slap in the face because he wore that Free Palestine bracelet. This is how the league works. So there are other people. Let's go to the next part, Eric. There are other people in the NBA that are not cucking the way that LeBron James is. And like I said, it's not even just this issue. It's every fucking issue. Everything that he speaks out in support of, as soon as he gets some type of criticism from the kingmakers, he walks it back. Kyrie Irving, not like LeBron James.
Just exist.
And to follow up on the promotion of the movie and the book,
Can you please stop calling it a promotion? What am I promoting?
put it out on your platform.
But I'm promoting it? Do you see me doing, do you see me
By
in front of
putting it out there,
the
people
title?
are going to say that you are
Yeah, I put it out there
promoting-
just like you put things out there, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's not
You put
stuff,
things out there for a living, right?
right, but my stuff
Great.
is
So
not
let's move on.
filled
Let's
with
move on.
anti-Semitic
Let's
stuff.
move on. Don't dehumanize me up here.
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
another
You're
human
free to
being.
post
I can
what,
post whatever I want. So
you post
say that and shut it down and move on to the next question.
but Kyrie, you have to understand that by
I don't have to
post-
understand anything from you.
but it's
Nothing.
not me.
Nothing.
By
It's no
posting
people that
what
you're
you
making up,
did.
bro. Move on.
But by posting
Move
what
on.
you
Next
did,
question. Next
anybody
question. Do
is
you
going
guys
to
have
look
any more
at
questions
it,
for
and they're
me?
going to say,
You guys have any more
Does he have
questions? Because this is going to be a clip.
anti-Semitic
This is going to be a clip that he's going to marvel at. Is this any more questions?
but you're not answering the question.
Oh, this is another answering your question. Oh my God, let's make another Instagram clip so we could be famous again. Next question.
Kyrie,
Yeah, Kyrie knows what it's really all about. Right? So Kyrie was not going to let them, bully him in this way. Kyrie also at the NBA All-Star game is wearing the press t-shirt that the journalist wore in Gaza. Watch this. I believe this is Brandy that he's hugging here, but watch this. And everyone online was noticing it. See the press t-shirt? That's to honor the journalists that were killed in Gaza. So no, he doesn't bend the knee. He doesn't sit up there and try to hide like who he is. That's the difference. Yes, they came after Kyrie. Yes, they tried to smear him. Yes, they did. But unlike LeBron, he doesn't bend the knee. And this is what I'm talking about. So when people say, don't come after LeBron, you guys are being too hard on him. LeBron is his own worst enemy. Sometimes people don't know when to shut up. He could have just shut up after he said, yeah, I think he's a great basketball player. So he could have just shut up right then and there. Here's Kyrie again, refusing to do an interview with ESPN. I thought this was funny.
I got to get you walking around.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
ESPN is going to walk with you and ask you the questions. So you got to sit down.
Okay.
No?
I don't really care for ESPN. That's fine. That's fine. We can do it. That's fine. That's fine.
He said he doesn't really care for ESPN. Again, not willing to bend the knee here and sit down and talk to ESPN. I mean, at some point, you have to be principled, right? Here's another one that people may not know. Kyrie gave $25,000 to our Connecting Gaza project to directly support families in Gaza in desperate need of food, shelter, medical care, and more. You can help too, make a tangible, concrete difference in people's lives today. So Kyrie donated $25,000 to feed people in Gaza. And again, you see it here. He's wearing the press shirt honoring Gaza journalists. I want to show you something that Kyrie said about the world and the people in it.
This whole celebrity idea is eroding. The whole fame idea is eroding. That shit was sold to us, y'all. You got people out here that are human, that are acting every day of their life. They're not even real. They just on NPC shit. Every day they acting. They don't even know. The world is a stage, dog. And it's a lot of terrible actors. It's a lot of terrible actors out here. The world is a stage. There's a lot of terrible fucking actors, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it, dog. I'm just going to say it. I tried to tell Spice beforehand I said it, but the whole idea of celebrity, bro, if you're not a real person and you can't stand on your morals and principles out here, move out the way. You can't stand on any principles and morals out here as a person that's trying to see this world become better, move out the way for the time being. I'm not paying attention to all the beefs going on or, who.
Basically, Kyrie letting you know that the world is a stage. And there's a lot of actors out there. There's a lot of people putting on airs, a lot of people being phony, being fake. And so, it's interesting. I go back to the basketball strike, which LeBron was a part of. Obama came in and shut that down. People got nicknames for all of them now. They're being called Stephen Yahoo, Lakud James, and the KDF. All three of them bending the knee to Israel. We cannot forget that Steph Curry was just outed having investments in Israel. That's what they're calling them. This is funny as hell. People are also calling them the genocide generation. There's LeBron there. He's heard great things. Anthony Davis says, gotta admit, Kevin Durant is making money off the genocide in Gaza. Wasn't something I expected to learn today. People are talking about Kevin Durant. And of course, Steph Curry's ties to Israeli military intelligence. Sellouts. Just all complete sellouts, ladies and gents. So at the end of the day, the hero is you and other people in your community, not LeBron, not any of these other people. But if you're looking towards people in the NBA, there are other people that are doing the right thing and are standing on business when it comes to these types of issues, not like LeBron. He's his own worst enemy. Hey guys, this was a Sabby clip. If you like what you saw, hit that like button and subscribe.